So I've gone ahead and signed up for my Asana account, and I'm going to create a group here, and I can create, or a project. I can create as many projects as I want. Notice I've created one called Lush. I can also create another one here. I'm just going to put it as test. Let's make it a board. We just hit create, and then we just add columns, which are very simple to do, as you can see, and then you can add tasks to each column and drag those tasks around as well. So it's pretty simple to use in a board view, but we're not gonna, I guess we'll just keep that there, and we can change the color. For example, it's red. But let's just go back to this one. Here we've created some sections. Now to create a section is pretty easy. We just type in the word that we want to create for the section title and put in a colon, and then we hit enter, and now we have a new section. To delete that, we just go back and use our delete key, and we can delete it. Now I've created two sections here, one called active and one called general. Now the key here is we can manage our tasks, put all types of information. We can add subtasks here. So like, for example, we might want to create a video. Note that I've gone ahead and put create a video as a task, and I've put the subtasks. These are the steps that I need to get done, and I put these in because if it's just me managing my own tasks, I still want to know the steps that I need to do in order to accomplish the task. I don't want to spend a lot of time on task management. I want to do the tasks, but I want to make sure I'm good to go and I know what I'm doing. Here also notice my name is here, and I can change this to the different section. Notice here now it's up here. I can also drag and drop it. So I can order it, and I create these general tasks, and then every morning I look and say, okay, what do I need to do from an active task? And I can push it up there, or I can move it down. So it's really very flexible in that sense. But really the strength of task management is getting the right information into your task manager quickly and easily so that you can begin to manage it and not worry about it. And to do that, let's flip over to the email application and see how we can build that flexibility. But actually, before we go to the email, let me show you one other thing here. If I click on these three little dots and I say add tasks via email, notice here it gives me a very long email address. I'm just going to copy that email address because I'm going to use it to send myself tasks, and then we're going to save it as a contact so that we can do that easily on the next time. So let's open that email application. So note here that I've gone ahead and put in an email address back to myself again, and I've also put in that email address we copied from Asana, and I'm going to show you how to do this as a contact here in just a minute. But the first thing we need to do is send this email. So let's go ahead and just hit send. So note here that we've gone ahead and received that email message, and it's also been sent over to Asana. So before we go back to Asana to check the progress here, let's capture this so that it's easy in the future for us to send email messages and forward them into our task management. And the strength here is when you're reading through your email and all of a sudden you got something, oh, I need to do that later, you just type in, I use Lush, and then we'll use sample in this example, sample, and then it'll send it to my sample Asana section. And then I can go back when I have time and manage those tasks. So let's go ahead and save this right now just by clicking on it, and we're just going to hit save. Now here we're going to change this name, and we're going to name it Lush Sample. Okay, tasks. And notice here we have that still here as the task ID for Asana, and we're going to hit save. So from now on, we should be able to address it here and send it directly to our email task. So sometimes it takes a few minutes for that to work on your system. So we'll see how that works. But let's go ahead and go back to that Asana task and see if we've received any of these emails. So notice here at the top of my Asana tasks, I'm in my sample Asana task. I have that test email message for Asana. So I can look at it and I may give myself some indications in the email, or I may read through the email. Notice it comes up in the description box A lot of times I just do this. I cut it from my description box. I put it down inside my comment section so that I have it. And if it's a really important thing, I just go over here and I say pin to top, and then it highlights it in yellow. I look through the email thread, and then I add different subtasks that I need to get done, and there may be specific dates I need to have them done by, so I'll do that as well. And a lot of times I'll just assign it to myself. Now, if I'm working with a team of people, this makes it really easy to assign tasks to others as well. Here, I want to see this, but I don't want it up here. This is a section when I open up my task manager, I want to be able to move my tasks quickly and get organized. And so that's kind of my catch-all right here. So I know if there's a task there, I need to move it down to a section. So I may move it to general, or if it's really important, I may move it up here to active. And then I can go in and I can manage this, and I click on this, and then I do the task. Let's go back to that email program and see how easy it is to forward email messages from your email application directly into Asana. So notice here I have another email that's come in, shopping for Christmas. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. And obviously I just created this, but we want to forward this shopping for Christmas email thread right into our Asana. So we're just going to hit forward. And because we named it Lush, we can just put in Lush sample tasks. Remember, that's what I called it, because this is now a contact within my email system. Easy enough. I then hit send. Now, within a minute or so, that task is going to appear inside of my Asana application. So I don't need to worry about that anymore. So I just go ahead and I archive those messages. You see, because I'm trying to manage my email box so that those few messages that actually are important, I don't miss. So this is a very, very effective way to do that. So let's go back to Asana and see if that message came in. And there you see it there. Shopping for Christmas is in. Remember, we're not really sure. We're going to look at this task when we have a few extra minutes. Notice here we have a lot of information, so we're going to copy and paste that back in here, however that works for us. And then we can go ahead and say, is this going to be an active one, or is this going to be something that we need to do over the course of time? Now that is pretty simple, a pretty simple way to keep a handle on your email box and actively assign yourself tasks. Now there are a few things that you have to do to be successful. One is you have to manage it. You can't leave a bunch of tasks from your email just sitting up there and not do anything with them. You gotta move them where they belong, and then you gotta go in and you gotta assign some sort of a date to them so that it'll send you a reminder. And you can set Asana up to send you an email reminder that you have tasks due every day. So that makes it really easy. The second thing you need to do is actually do the task. So you come in, you got a few minutes, you can sit down and do the tasks. When you sign up for the premium version of Asana, you can add some new cool features to it as well. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at another set of tasks that I have that might give you a little inspiration to manage your tasks more efficiently. Now, as you can see here on this screen, here I'm a few behind. I have 3 that I need to go through. And then here you can see the different fields that I put in. And when you upgrade your version, you can add these custom fields and then add things within them. In addition, here you see different icons for different people I can assign and share with different groups and have different people assigned to different tasks. So it becomes very easy to kind of see everything and manage everything using Asana.